Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mountaineers offense will go to work first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume. Menu narration option is set to off.
This program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that third down pass left a vapor.
Menu narration option is set to off.
But it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one. The run inside. It's Curtis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, to get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And he'll be brought down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mountaineer. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the score.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught by Williams. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. A couple of 1st downs on this drive has given them some breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 37. Caught in the backfield. It's Burrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Firing deep. Got it down the field. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Curtis. Hard running there. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Turning it on. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Might as well stick with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Sanchez. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that
maybe some room here. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'll open this drive, looking to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Wilson open on the right side. There he goes. The 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Curtis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. To the air on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
They'll go with a quick touch pass. Could not make his way to the corner. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Curtis. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
He'll get rid of it. Working the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime, because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sanchez. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline. Are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play, because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time, to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take...
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return, he stopped short of the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Sacramento State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Hey, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
He's got it down the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Complete to start this drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that was a simple play, simple pitch and catch. It's an easy short route. It's a hitch that they've thrown this 4,000 times to each other in practice, and you just need your receiver to step up and make that play.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Lets it fly deep downfield. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas in.
Touchdown, Mountaineer! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fielded in the end zone, it's raining. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
It was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job.
Caught, and he's got room. He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keeps it himself. Got a little grass. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Running inside. It's Curtis. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast.